Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to conduct another lab session for Proteus and MB lab environment, and we will be conducting an example using PIC18F microcontroller. So let's see what is the situation given for us. So in this situation, there are two sensors which are installed in any room. So S1 and S2 indicates these two sensors, and what these sensors are doing, these sensors are connected to RB0 and RB1. So whenever there is an entry into the room, so a person entered inside the room, what is happen, S1 sends high value to RB0. So that means RB0 will be receiving a 1 value whenever a person is getting inside the room, and similarly RB1 will receive 1 value from sensor 2 whenever a person get exits from the room. So there will be number of persons always present in the room, or maybe room is empty. So total number uh, which total number of persons which are present in the room are shown on the port C. So port C will be our output port, and these it will show or the display the number of people present in the room. Right. This is the scenario. Let's write the code for this scenario. Okay, this is the code I have written for this situation. So let's understand this code. First of all, what I am doing, clear after C, that means I'm making port C as an output port because it will show the number of person. Then what I'm doing, clear F port C. So I will clearly reset the value on the port C. So initially the number of people present in the room would be equal to 0, right? Then what we are doing, it's just a label, just ignore it for the moment. Then what we are using, bit test file skip fset. So that means we are testing the file register, and what file register port B and what pin RB0. And remember, at RB0 we are connected with sensor 1. So we are deducting if RB0 is equal to 1 or not, because RB0 is a 0 pin of port B, right? So bit test file skip fset port B comma RB0, right? So this is the testing of RB0. So if there is one, let's suppose somebody is entered inside the room. So what is going to happen? It will skip the next instruction. So next instruction is what? Check two. So this instruction will be skipped, and we will come to this instruction which is increment port C. So initially port C was 0 0. Since now we are receiving one, so that means one person is entered. So what we are doing, we are incrementing this port C. So port C value would become a 1 from 0, right? And then what we are doing, we are calling a simple random delay. I have written so many codes at this stage for you people, and I hope you can write it for yourself. So I'm not writing any code for delay, but I'm just calling it as a subroutine, right? And after that subroutine is run, what is going to happen, uh, we go to another check if there is any exit into the from the room, right? So let's say port B, we are going to test now the exit. So it will be from the RB1 pin. So we are going to test for sensor 2, and we are testing bit test file skip fset port B and comma RB1 pin. So RB1 is which is connected to S2. We are checking if it is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, that means it will actually show the exit from the room, right? So what we are going to do, it will skip the instruction which is the branch again, and then we will go to decrement file port C. So what is going to happen, we will be actually decrementing the port C value, which is shows the total number. So if there is any exit from the room, we have to decrement it, right? So that is why we are just decrementing port C. And again, after decrementing, we are calling some delay, right? Why we are calling this delay, I will discuss this thing later on when I'm going to implement this code in Proteus. For the moment, just take it as it is, and then we repeat the branch again, right? And this loop will continue. Suppose there is only entry, so it will skip this check to instruction, and it will increment it, and it will come up here, and there is no exit. So this condition will fail, and we will have to repeat branch again, and we will go back to this entry, right? Or to the start of the code, right? So in this way this code is running. I hope you have understand it. So let's write this code into the MPLAB environment. Okay, this is the code I have written for you people in this MPLAB environment. and it's the same code. What are the things which you don't see in the earlier code? For example, these are assembler directive like equate and originate, or in the end, there is a subroutine written uh, for the purpose of delay, right? One thing which is also new here, which you can see here, I hope, these two lines. Let me show you these lines in which we have used a list, assembler directive, and some other configuration bits. If you remember the assembler directive options or assembler directive topic, we have discussed earlier in very earlier sections of our theory classes. So I will suggest uh, just copy and paste these lines right now in your code, and I will also provide these two lines in description of the video tutorial, so you can use these two lines from that video tutorial, right? And their purpose I will be explaining in coming lectures and coming video tutorials, because we will be dealing soon with the hardware of the PIC18F microcontroller. So right now you have to just copy and paste these two lines in the start of the code after hash include PIC directive, right? And the remaining code is the same. And these assembler directive, these one C1, C2, C3 are defined just to use as assembler directive for delay subroutine. This is the word delay subroutine, right? Which I haven't shown in the earlier code, right? So this is the same code I have explained. So this is the our main code, right? Let me again highlight it for you. This is the main code that I've written in the same code, right? In the same PowerPoint, and some new stuff is shown. So this is the AmpiLab code, and I have to just build it. So I've already built it, and I will export this code into the Proteus environment. So let's go to the Proteus environment and build some scenario. Okay, this is the Proteus environment, and I have created a simple project for you. So this is the PIC18F microcontroller IC. These are the LEDs. I have just used four different LEDs which are connected to port C. If you remember, this is our port C, right? And I'm using just the least significant 4 bits. So these are connected to these LEDs, and 4 bits you can, you know that 2 power 4 is equal to 16. So these LEDs can count from 0 to 15, right? Furthermore, two sensors should be used in these two pins, RB0 and RB1. So to simulate the effect of sensor, I have used a push button. You can find in pick option. If you remember in the last tutorial, I've already told you. So these push buttons are simulating the effect of sensors. Whenever we gonna press it, it means a high signal will be sent. This These two resistors are pull down resistors. I have already explained you in the last tutorial, if you remember. So whenever I'm gonna press the switches, they will send a high signal, which will be simulating the effect of sensors which we are going to connect with RB0 and RB1. I hope this setup is clear now, right? So I'm gonna start this simulation. So now this simulation is running. You see these all LEDs are off, which means currently there is no value on these in output value in output port. So currently no person is actually present over here. So let's say this sensor is our S1 sensor, right? S1 sensor. I have to just set it, and this is our S2 sensor, right? So whenever I'm gonna press S1, it will send high signal to RB0, and it will be considered as entry to the room. So let's say we press S1. So see, since as I press this S1 or push button, which is simulating the sensor 1, it sends high value to RB0. And what happened? Port C is incremented, and now we have a value 1. So there is one person present in the room. Similarly, let's say there is one more person entered and sensor detected, and it senses and sends a signal. So we have to press it again. As I pressed it, you see it is binary 1 0, which is 2, right? Let's say we press another time, so it becomes 3. So I hope you can see it. Now let's say 3 persons are present, and now I want to show the effect of exit. So how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna do it using this sensor 2. So I'm gonna press it, sensor 2, S2. So see, it becomes 3 to 2 because 1 0. It earlier it was 1 1, and it is now 1 0. And let's say one person more get exit, so it becomes 1, and one more person get exit, so it becomes 0. So this is how you can simulate the effect of different sensors using the push button, right? And I hope you have understand the tutorial. If you have any confusion, you can post in comment section. Thank you so much for listening.